All right. Hello, everybody. We are
Hi.
live. Girls Politics is back. Sandra says hello. Hi, Sandra. Great to see you in the studio. I've got to share to our top views. I was trying to get everything right, and I was trying to make sure that it was showing on the page. As you can see, my guest is here and ready. And okay, yeah, if they click on the link, they'll see it. Okay. All right, then, just making sure. Okay, and what I need to do now is I need to share this in Messenger, but I think that I'm going to share it from my timeline. So, my special guest is in the studio, y'all, and y'all see her now. So, yeah, here it is
Yeah,
live.
I'm trying to
And
get it live on my computer and don't know how.
oh, that's okay. Well, look, I'm sending out texts now to because they told me to make sure that I tag them so that they can come on into
Ah,
the studio. So that's what I'm doing. So
ah,
listen,
there we
y'all.
go.
This is Jenny Hill, and she lives in Alabama. She is my friend, but she is also my co-host of the Moses Sybil Presley's niece. And
Yes.
yes, and I know two things. I know she's a great cook and she knits. She is a
Well, I crochet.
specialized
I do it all, but I crochet more
crochet.
than I knit.
Yes, that's what I meant. She
Yeah.
crochets because she crocheted me a lovely pair of gloves for Christmas, and I wasn't even expecting it. And so I still owe her a Christmas gift.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh,
I
yes,
I love the smiles. Don't worry about it.
I know. So I'm sharing, and Sandra, if you would share to me, help me out there. So I'm gonna put on the screen to everybody, welcome to Pearl's Politics, and also with my special guest Jenny Hill. Y'all can see that, all right? All right then, Jenny, tell us a little bit
Yes.
more about you.
Oh Lord, this. I'm not good about talking about myself now.
Well, let me tell
Well,
y'all this. She has recently started a group on Messenger
yes,
called The Truth. And I tell you, I
yes.
don't know how in the world she posts 24/7. How in
That's
the
because I
world do you
don't
do it?
sleep. My body doesn't know what sleep is.
Oh my goodness. Well, you definitely
uh,
need sleep.
uh,
Yeah.
uh, for those that want to check it out, it's called The Truth, explanation mark at the end of it. And
Mhm.
it's on Messenger. It's just a group. It's open to anyone who wants to join us. It's a place that people are seeking the truth. No one, has arguments or anything like that. We have conversation about what they've heard, what they believe, what they don't believe.
Yeah,
Just trying to get it all out there so we can figure it out. And
I know what
ain't that what
you're
we're
saying.
all trying to do?
That's
we're
fine.
just
That's fine.
we're just all trying to figure it out, and I've made a place where everybody can be open and honest and say what they want to say.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So listen, y'all, come on into. That's Doug. He says hello. Douglas, thank you. Please share the show. We got Ernestine from Michigan, one of our top fans. Ernestine, please share the show and y'all get some more people in here because we're going to be talking stuff tonight, all right? There's Sybil. Hi, Sybil. So she says, hi, Jenny.
I see that. I was fixing to send her one too.
Okay, all right, great.
There we go.
All right. All right. So after y'all
Yeah.
share now, y'all come on back. So Jenny, where do you want to start? I know you have
Oh
a lot
well.
to say,
Oh
and I'm gonna
Lord,
let
and
you
yeah,
start.
I got dealt some bombshells this morning. And the map is so wide. Uh,
Mm-hmm. So
if
start
anybody would.
at where you want to, and I'm gonna comment with you. I'm gonna
Well,
be right there with you.
I guess I can start with a few beliefs of mine. Uh,
Okay.
and that's one of the things about my group. Everybody's open to their own opinion, and this is mine.
Okay.
And being said, I've been researching all this. I call it the crap show to keep it,
Mhm.
Uh, I've been researching this for like 3 years, and
Okay.
a few things I guess I could say is um, I don't know if you've heard of things like the cabal or the new money gonna is called Nasara Jasara. Um,
Wow.
yeah, or I believe we have a resident, not a president. Um, the war in Ukraine is Putin taking down the deep state, the cabal in Ukraine, and all mainstream media is lying to everyone. So where do
Ah.
y'all want to start?
Well,
Uh,
let's start with why you say that Putin is um, doing the right thing, and everybody is saying that he's doing the wrong thing.
and got a lot of flack out of that. Well, I'm not a fan of communism. I don't say I like the man, but I do like some of his actions.
Okay.
One thing he has done just recently, he's made it against the law to share fake news. Anyone getting caught presenting fake news will be arrested and prosecuted for delivering fake news. So he stopped all fake news in Russia, and it's what needs to happen here. Um,
Mhm.
it's a word spoken on the news tonight. Even your local news is basically a lie. You know, they're trying to scare people with the the COV. We're going to call it that, so you don't get
Okay.
um, so
I
you
know
don't
your code. Yeah.
so you don't get you know what I mean. Um,
Okay.
it's he's taken the cabal down in Ukraine. Ukraine is known to be the country of the world that has the most human trafficking.
Really?
Um,
Oh wow.
yes, yes, it's where our resident hides all his secrets and his wealth.
Ah.
Um,
Okay.
the riches of the world have been stolen by what we call the cabal or dark hats or deep state. That's
Mm.
where they've hidden it. That's where they've
Okay.
hidden it.
Mhm.
Um, he's busy taking them down, and it's for the good of everybody. Even the president's in the Ukrainian president is part of the dark hats, the deep state, and
Wow.
he's actually got his army. Um, he's got his army attacking their own people. You know, it's just ridiculous. And the news is telling everybody there's a war going on. There's a war going on. Y'all, good people get safe. Go be as safe as you can.
Mhm.
Basically, stay out of the way and let the good guys take the bad guys down.
Okay.
It's for the good of the world.
Mhm.
Um, we have issues of human trafficking here,
That's
and
true.
no one speaks of it.
Mhm.
Um, it's scary how much people don't know because the local news is not telling you. The national news is not telling you.
Mhm.
They're, in my opinion, now y'all understand. This is my opinion due to
Yeah. We
research that I've done.
understand.
Research that I've done. No one's speaking about the truth on mainstream media.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, Everyone has to rely on alternative news, and I have a lot of resources that I check their stories. I've done
Mhm.
the deep dives down the rabbit hole, as they say, on a lot of stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't just listen to somebody and say, "Oh, well, they're telling the truth." You
Yeah.
know, um,
Well, I do my
Um,
research too. You're right about
sorry.
that. I listen. I follow
Um,
closely too.
yeah, I do check them out and I check their story out, you know.
Mhm.
And it's a lot of research, a lot of deep dives, but you know, you
Mhm.
find out who's telling the truth and who's not, you know,
Right.
by the evidence presented or the evidence you find. And
Well, I know from the time that let's see. I don't know if it was during the hearing that they were having with former President Trump, where it came out that Joe Biden's son,
mhm.
Hunter Biden, had some dealings in with Ukraine. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm,
Everything they accused of Trump, just replace it with Biden, Obama, Clinton, and Bush.
mhm. Mhm.
Okay, replace his name with their names.
I see.
Yeah.
So Hunter Biden was getting paid by some company that was making a lot of money, and I think that came up during the primaries
I'm on
when
the other line. I can't do this.
Hey,
My daughter's here, y'all. Hi.
Lexi, how you doing?
Hi, Miss Pearl.
Hi, darling.
I
How
love
are
you.
you? Love you too.
She's going.
Oh, that's
Um.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that came up during the primaries on Biden, and his numbers went down
Mhm.
very, very quickly when that was brought out because I guess some people didn't know about it. But
Well, you
me,
know,
every hearing that they have on Capitol Hill, my eyes are glued to the hearing on the TV. I
well,
watch it
have
live.
you heard about the famous laptop? Is it out there
Yeah,
yet?
Hunter Biden's
Okay,
laptop. They
it's all
haven't
coming
found it
out.
yet.
Yes,
They
they
haven't
have.
found. Oh,
They've had it
oh, they
since
did find it. Okay,
they've had it since 2018, honey.
but is it locked? Did that somebody send?
No,
Okay, okay.
no.
So all of
And
this.
I just heard this morning that they actually opened some files that led to enough files to double what they already found and sometimes triple what they already found in pictures and emails. You know, it's breaking open now, and you know, the people who are finding this out are like, why didn't you this when before the election? Because it was available before the election. But see, mainstream media is not going to tell you the truth. You know,
Yeah.
if the truth was out then, we wouldn't be going through a resident instead of a president. You know, but
Hmm.
you know, it
So
is what
Paul
it
says
is.
we're gonna read some comments. Paul says when they canceled many of our lives over 2 years ago, we had all the time on our hands to wake up, research, and learn.
Yes.
And you got a lot of hearts from Alyssa Wright.
Hi, Alyssa. Thank you. Okay, let's go back to 2 years ago.
Okay.
And this is from evidence found uh, through many sources. We're talking about documented evidence, video
Hmm.
evidence, uh,
Hmm.
scientific evidence, physician evidence.
Okay.
Okay, they used the DNA from common cold and flu to set the test, the swab, the thing,
Yeah.
you know.
Hmm.
They used the DNA from the common every day. You know, every year the flu actually develops into a new strand and then a new flu
Hmm.
vaccine, right?
That's true. Yeah. And
Okay.
they have
Well,
several flu
well,
vaccines. It's not
here's what
just
they
one.
did.
They have
Yeah.
several, and when they give people these shots,
Yeah.
flu vaccine
Okay.
shots, they don't tell them
Well,
what they're
here's what
putting
they
in
did. Here's what they did.
there.
Certain deep state people put their money into creating this so-called VR, and they put the fear in everybody that it was coming. It was coming, and then you know I don't doubt that it exists,
Hmm.
but they use the common stuff. I'm trying to not say words that's going to get you, you
I
know.
got you. Yeah.
Okay. Um, they use the common stuffed DNA to put on the swabs. So when they
Mm,
test it positive for the VIR, then you actually test it positive for the common stuff.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that put fear in everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And some of us, you know, I did not get the vaccine.
I
I
didn't either.
didn't. I
I
knew better from the
didn't
beginning.
get
You
I
know,
didn't get the
I'm a
vaccine.
naturalist. I'm a naturalist anyway, so I have problems taking
Well,
any
I'm not
kind of.
necessarily a naturalist, but I know my body, and because
Yeah.
I have lupus and I have
Yes.
epilepsy and I have
Hmm.
COPD. So all of my doctors, every time I would go, whether it was the neurologist or my primary, their nurses
Hmm.
would tell me that, well, that's all the more reason that you need to get it. I was like, nope, I know my body and you don't.
Well,
So I did
I.
not take it, and I'm not taking any
Yep.
because I have to know what's going in. Even when my doctors give me prescriptions for my conditions, epilepsy or my COPD or my lupus, I want to know what is it? What are the side effects? It's the first question I ask them. And
Yeah.
if they can't tell me, then I don't let them prescribe it for me.
Well, consider this. Consider this. Um, there's Buzz like seven, and then there was five, and I think now there's three, and one's about to go down now. People who own everything in the world, all the
Hmm.
money and everything behind it.
Yeah, they
Uh,
say it's really only 10 people that
it
own
it's down to.
that has the money, you know.
Yeah, well, the last intel I have is down to three, and the third one's going down real soon if it's not already
Okay,
happened.
okay.
Going down behind scenes because they don't want to cause a civil war.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of people have questions. A lot of people do not believe this. Many believe
Yeah,
it.
I understand.
Um, and you know, at some point they said we would have to have like 80% of the population understanding what the truth is before anything can be really done in our faces. So they've been
Hmm.
working behind the scenes, and there's good patriots and truth tellers, and trying to get the truth out there. We get knocked down every day. I try to
Sure.
on my page. I send out a truth video, and
Hmm.
because it might be a bomb.
Yeah.
Um, I won't be allowed to send it anything else for the rest of the day because it was the truth that they didn't want us to tell.
Oh
So
yeah. Well,
they'll censor me. They'll censor me.
I
So
understand. Understand.
and then I send things that I can or make a paragraph that I can and then
Yeah.
start over again the next day and we go through it again.
Well,
Um,
we're broadcasting live now on
yeah.
YouTube and Twitter, so not
Yes.
just Facebook alone.
Yeah.
And if it happens to get wiped away, I'm gonna type in um, the YouTube address where people can still go and see this,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
and, and also my Twitter as well.
Yeah.
So, but let me read
Which
what Paul says first.
yeah,
Paul
I'm
says,
gonna okay, go
being
ahead.
Canadian, being Canadian, 2 years ago, I thought Trump was an idiot thanks to false media coverage, and Trudeau was great. An ex-girlfriend from WA, I think that's Washington, turned me on to
Yeah.
Trump. So I
Yep.
researched. As time went on, I discovered Donald Trump was a great guy, and Teresa was blank blank. I
So true.
hear you.
So
I hear you,
true.
Paul. I hear you.
We're
Okay.
starting to relate to our resident and their as twins.
Okay.
It's a little hard to explain in so much time that we have, but um, you know, I believe that's not the real people there now. I believe they've been arrested, but they keep the show going because they want to make sure that everybody can handle the change when the truth does come out.
Uh-huh.
Um, they don't want civil war. They want people to have their freedoms and liberties, and they want people to have their money back. We've been stolen from for centuries now. It seems like it's been a long time, longer than we've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, even taxes are illegal.
Mm-hmm.
It's we make $10, they want nine of it. You know,
Mm. Yeah, I
and
know, right?
yeah,
Let's say
right.
the US
It's
dollar now is
right.
only worth 20 cents.
It's not even that. It's not
Really?
even that. No, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to some good news. Let's shift to some good news.
Okay,
um,
sure.
there's a lot of people that don't believe this, and I kind of, from the evidence I'm seeing from different sources and different things happening in our finances, I believe it's true.
Okay.
Um, they're when the cabal's taken down, everything they have is confiscated. As you know, if you like bust a drug dealer and all his property is confiscated because he used drug money to buy the stuff,
Right,
you know,
right.
home, car, whatever's in it, you know, then it's the same with the deep state going down. When
Mm-hmm.
they're arrested, everything gets confiscated, which is the world's richest.
Oh, you're
It's
right.
it's it's all the gold, silver, diamonds, art, anything of value that they decided they wanted for themselves, and they did bad things to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like putting a resident instead of a president in office. That's one of the things that's a lot of people got paid for that.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, everything they have will be confiscated, and most of them will be charged with crimes against humanity or treason or both.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
when do you
ma'am.
think that will occur?
Well, um, it's occurring now.
Okay.
Like I said, a lot of people don't believe that's the real resident standing there. I don't. I have proof. I took pictures of his left ear back when he was vice for O, and pictures of right after the EL in 2020, and compare both ears. They're different. It's not the same person. Now, whether it be an actor or clone, who knows? But
Mm-hmm.
it's not the same person. Your inner ear, the this cartilage area around the inside of your ear,
Mm-hmm.
above your,
Yeah.
that never changes unless it's altered somehow, like in plastic surgery or accident, causing it to get messed up. Um, with age, that never alters. Now your lobe may sag, your shape of your ear might change a little bit with age,
That's
but that
true.
inner ear, that cartilage never changes.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's not the same ear.
Okay.
Absolutely not. And I've even posted it on the truth page to get people to look at it and see what they think.
Right.
It's just not the same ear, and that tells me that he's been replaced by an actor or clone. And
And
yes, clones do exist.
and an alien. That's the deal.
It could
We got
be, but
we got aliens underground
yes, we
that
do.
are
Those are
fighting now with each other because they
well.
can't they're not in agreement. The thing
Well,
of it
here's what
is
I
what
found out.
go ahead.
Here's what I found out.
Mhm.
Um, you know how we have different races, different
Mhm.
continents, different everything.
Yeah.
Um, consider this. Consider that we're going to call them reptiles.
Okay, yeah, because they are.
That's what they
And
are.
I can look
Okay.
at them when they're on TV, they have
Hmm.
gills in the corner of their
Yeah.
mouths.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
They do the computer graphics because they're shapeshifters. They and sometimes
Exactly.
they
I'm
sometimes they
so
use
glad
computer
you
run.
said that because people don't believe in such
Well,
metaphysical
there's
things,
video of people in Congress that talking in front of the mic, and all of a sudden you see somebody sitting beside him, and he does this to his face because he lost control of the
Mm-hmm.
shifting, and
Mm.
he had to get it back real quick. So he just does that, act like he's scratching his face, but he's really reminding
Shifted.
himself that he's
Mm.
in another form, so he has to fix it real quick. Yeah,
You
and
are
there's
so
video.
correct.
It's
You
video
are
of that.
so correct because I watch them all the time. I watch all of them talk,
Yeah,
and some are more vivid than others. Some have, it's different types. They have it's like 5 different types of aliens,
yeah,
and they're the reptiles, and then there's the ones that the grays that they call the grays.
well,
But the reptiles are the ones that's in politics. That group is in politics, and those are the
yeah,
ones that's underground,
yeah,
underground.
and
Mhm.
that's why we call them, part of why we call them the deep state. Okay,
Okay,
they're all part of
okay.
it.
So that's where that
Okay,
comes from. Paul says they
part
are
of part of
is
it. There's a lot
spirit.
of meanings to that. There's a lot of meanings to that, but yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, because and
that's all.
if you notice, Biden doesn't look the same as when he came in. But see, President Trump wasn't going to have any part of that.
Exactly.
So he kept them under control. He was not going to be in cahoots with them. And they stayed uh, very dormant and
Hmm.
didn't act up and cause confusion in the world.
Well,
But now,
actually,
go
they
ahead.
they haven't been dormant. They've been doing it in our face for all of our lives, and for
Oh yeah, but I mean,
generations.
they didn't try to pull anything on President Trump
Oh
because they knew
yeah, they have.
because
There's
they knew
been.
better. They did.
Oh yeah, every
Tell me
impeachment
about it.
trial, every
Oh,
impeachment
that.
trial,
Yeah, that's true.
there's been assassination attempts. They never liked him because he's a good guy. I mean,
Yeah,
and
and they
people
don't
think,
like him
oh,
because
stop.
he got his own mind.
Yeah,
His
they keep
own
saying,
mind.
yeah, they keep saying, stop praising Donald Trump. I don't praise anybody. I praise God.
I do
Okay.
too.
I don't put anybody on that pedestal because that pedestal will fall. It will get
Exactly.
off balance. We are human. We have
Exactly.
errors as humans. So,
Mhm.
but I do respect a person for being the person they are, and not that they claim to be. He never claimed to be anybody. He showed us that he could do good for us by bringing our energy. We were self-sufficient on energy. He
Exactly.
brought gas prices down. He brought jobs back. And I always say there's several different kinds of people, but there's the people that they have conditioned, and TV is a programmer.
Mhm.
You talk about TV shows being programs. Well, they're
Mhm.
actually programming everyone with subliminal messages of all kinds. I mean, from one range to the other.
Girl, that's
And
been going on for like 50 years because I'm 73.
mhm, yeah,
That's when subliminal messages first started when it went to color TV.
actually,
So
it started when TV started.
it did. Okay.
Yes,
Well, I
ma'am.
know about that. I
They've
know about subliminal
Yeah,
messages.
they've been researching this for a long time. Scientists, army, military, before it ever got to the public. Um,
Hi,
but
Ed.
we've
Welcome.
we've been oh
Paul
yeah,
says
Paul.
he's
Wait,
waiting for
Peyton.
London Bridge to fall. The Queen's death
Yes, Paul.
apparently
Aren't
taking
we
on.
all? That's going to be another flag that brings the turnabout to Nasara Jasara and many
Okay.
other things happening. If anybody wants to ask a question about a couple of things I'm fixing to say, y'all are welcome to. I'll try to explain with the best I can.
And
We
so, how do they
have
get in contact with you? They need to send you a friend
on
request, or can they message you without being your friend on Messenger?
they can go to the truth, and don't forget the explanation mark. It's
Okay.
open to anybody who wants to be on there. They can view it without it, or if
Okay.
they want to join but don't want to get notifications all the time, they can actually mute the notifications and still go in and look and see what's going on without getting dings on their device or whatever every time
And
somebody says something.
it's capitalized, right? The truth.
It's just a basic group owned messenger
No, I
called the
mean
truth.
it appears this way, right?
Yeah, yeah.
With the exclamation mark, right?
Let's see, where is it at? Yes,
Okay,
yes,
I got it right.
exactly. Yes.
Okay. All right
So,
then.
but anyway, we have there's been a lot of battles. We're going to call it World War III, but it's a combination of battles: political, financial,
Yeah.
wealth, health. You name it. There's a battle going down about it because they've been working many years on conditioning us, programming us. We are the slaves of the wealthy,
You're absolutely
and
right about that.
well, well, we call them white hats and dark hats. Dark hats, the deep state cabal, whatever you want to call that. We're the people who are trying to fight for the truth and our freedoms and our rights as humans.
Mhm.
Um, you know, racism, slavery, all of it was created by these people.
Mhm. Mhm.
We as humans came on this earth. We didn't see color. We saw, and I see everybody as a human being.
That's first.
Uh,
That's first.
our
That's
our unless you're an alien or
right.
or have a demon in you, all of
I
our
know,
hearts
right?
are all of our hearts are red, pumping red blood.
That's right.
We're
That's right.
humans. You know,
Yeah.
just
Absolutely.
because our culture is different doesn't make us different.
No, it
Okay,
doesn't
we're
at all.
we're all human beings.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Exactly.
that's the way it was meant to be. And these bad people made it to where everything is questionable now. Um, and back to the aliens for just a second.
Mhm.
Consider this, okay? There are people in this thing called the Galactic Federation or Federation Galactic, something like that, some kind of space thing. Um,
Okay.
okay, and a lot of us believe that Trump's part of that. He works with that. I don't say
Well,
he's an
that's
alien.
he created this space program
The
just
Space
before
Force,
he left.
yes,
The new
yes,
space program just
and
before he left.
it is active and doing some good things.
And it should. And I when I
Yes.
was doing my political show, I think this was when he had said that he wanted to do it. This is when he was talking about it on the news, and
Mhm.
I always just say, "Hey, you guys, don't mean no harm, but can y'all go to a private page and talk? I'm trying to sleep, and my phone keeps going off." Oh, is that you,
Go.
Jen?
No, it's not me. I'm
uh,
trying to see who it is. Uh, if that's true, please go into your settings and just mute the notifications.
oh, this is Shawana
I don't know.
Chase. I don't know how she got in there. No, I'm telling her now. No, I didn't put you in a group. She says you in a group.
Uh,
It could have gone from a
sorry,
mess.
folks. This is a live show. I don't know how to tell you to
Just
mute your device if you don't want to
yeah,
hear it.
just leave the page.
Well,
That's
I'm not calling her one. Don't say I am. We do have trolls in all of this that go on and just try to start trouble. So we just try to ignore them, pass them on. Some people will have things to say to them and have a good battle, and sometimes it's good to let off some steam. I do it all the time, but
yeah.
then it's at some point I'm like, okay, I'm done. I got my steam released. Bye bye. You know. Yeah.
All right, so
Uh,
let's go back to our audience. Douglas
okay.
says there is no legislation in place to
No,
protect
there's
the
not.
human workforce from
There's
the
not.
AI takeover.
And it's not going to take over, folks. It's not going to happen. Okay, they keep putting fear in everybody. Same with the thing 2 years ago. They used fear to cause everybody to do things they shouldn't do with the thingy and
Yeah.
army and
Hmm.
you know they did that on purpose to reduce the population by 90%. And I'm talking about the world, not the states.
I know what you're talking about, girl. I said the same thing. That's the reason why I
Yeah,
didn't take that
yeah. It's because
shot.
those rich families up at the top of the hill decided that uh, we don't want to kill everybody. We just need enough to be our slaves and be
Uh-huh.
rich and live our lives the way we want to, sick, very sick lives.
Okay.
So we can own everything and you can be happy. You
It says
know,
it says about the space program. He says, yes, Trump did, and Biden has not shut it down. And I want to piggyback on you, Ed, on that. Uh,
Biden can't shut it
Biden,
down.
Biden can't shut it down because
Mm-mm.
he knows that we are in a space war. He knows that, and up there, that is one reason why, along with many other reasons, that he is afraid of Putin because he doesn't know what Putin has up there in space. Okay.
Exactly. Well, like I said, I'm not going to say I like Putin. I just like some of the things he does. Their
Yeah.
space technology is out of this world, literally.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Douglas says, even as real as Trump is, he still won't tell the unadulterated truth like he knows about aliens.
Well, he can't. He can't. He really can't. Number one, in order to find the proof of the truth, he
Hmm.
can't be in the middle of finding it because they'll say he put it there. See,
Exactly.
okay,
Exactly.
and that goes with the EL,
I
uh,
understand.
taking down the deep state,
Hmm.
bringing in Nasara, all of it. If
Yeah.
he if he starts speaking of this stuff, then they're
That
going to say he did it. He
you're
did this. He
absolutely
did
right
that.
because
He has to stay in
they're
that
looking.
neutral place.
The Dems are looking for any excuse now because they are not going to win. They already know
Yeah,
that they're not going to win the election.
here's the
And
best news ever.
let me ask
God,
you this: have you heard whether or not Trump is going to run again?
I believe he's going to come back again. And then, um, from what I believe, okay, this is my beliefs from what I've found and heard and said.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I believe Trump will be back as the 19th constitutional president. At some point, I
What is
believe,
that? What is that? 19th constitutional president.
because at the 18th constitutional president, bad guys took president. We had a good one in Kennedy. We had a good one in Reagan, and
Mm-hmm.
we had a good one with Trump.
Okay.
And we were actually in debt with England, with the Queen,
Mm-hmm.
the Vatican. We were a corporation after that point,
Mm-hmm.
and we weren't a country. And so now I believe that he'll be back as the 19th constitutional president of the United States of the Republic,
Oh, okay.
not the United States of America, because the United States of America is a corporation that is bankrupt, by the way. Our
Okay.
government is broke. Our government is
That's true.
broke.
I know that. So Ed
Okay.
says that let me see. Is that the next message? He says
Trump won't
potential
confirm.
has so much on Biden that if he told potential, I got you. That if he told what Biden has done, the party would come down. I believe
Well,
that.
all of that's coming.
I
All of that's
believe it.
coming. It
Hmm.
really is coming. We have to remember, everybody wants the truth out there, but there will
Hmm.
be many people that just won't be able to handle it, because
Yeah, that's true.
the truth could be honest, but it is so ugly. What I have found, I won't mention on here. It's that ugly.
Right. I
It,
understand.
it I cry when I see some of the stuff I've seen. And I'm constantly praying, thanking God that we have won the war. We still
Hmm.
have some battles of cleanup.
That's true.
These little
Yeah.
the little battles you're seeing now, and we're
Hmm.
having to go through a rough time because of it. But what's
Mm-hmm.
on the other side of these cleanup battles, what's on the other side of that is a much better life, an honest life, a free life.
Oh, I'm
Um,
wait. I can't wait for that.
yeah,
Paul says
you know,
Trump won't confirm. He doesn't admit or deny, but says not to worry. There is someone good in place. I got another
yes,
comment. Douglas says also the Nazis are strong in Ukraine and biotech
hmm
labs sponsored from United States sources. Putin is going
uh,
after them.
yes, but a lot of I shouldn't have said his name, but a lot of the residents' money is in those. Yeah,
Labs. I
yeah,
know. And
yeah.
so also Paul says the Rothschilds are bankrupt.
Yes, yes. That was the third one. Yeah, I said there was three left.
That's
That's the
funny.
third one I said was going down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he basically owns the media.
Well, yeah,
Um,
and you know the old
so
and they're all in that old society and
well,
they have to come down. They have to come down. Nothing lasts
yeah.
forever.
Well,
Nothing lasts
y'all,
forever.
when the media goes down, the truth is coming out because they're not telling the truth. They are reading a script from the boss man, from the boss
I
man, and from
know,
the
right?
boss man, which ends up being Rothschild. Everybody is reading Rothschild's script,
Wow.
and and you know, there's other family names. Help me out, Paul. You know the names Rothschild. Uh, there's a bunch of there's a bunch of
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller, yeah, yeah, those kind of
Uh-huh.
names.
I know. I
I
know
get
him.
tongue tied, can't remember how to say them.
No,
But
I
yeah,
know him. I
yeah.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, they're going down. And all of their wealth is being confiscated, which is what will be funding the Nasara Jasara for everybody.
Mhm.
Um, is Trump's plan,
Mhm.
and whoever's going to follow him or work with him
Mhm.
to make it an even playing field for everybody.
Okay, Paul
Okay.
says Trump has a $24 million lawsuit against Clinton. Okay.
Yes, I haven't heard that. I heard it might happen, but I didn't know it happened. Thank you. Thank you for
All
that
right.
news. I'm glad. I'm
Okay.
glad to see something happening with that part of it.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, the I'll tell you an example. A lot of people believe that we were hit by terrorists on 9/11.
Mhm.
Um, we were actually hit by the president of that time, and I'm not going to say his name, so I don't want to be censored.
Well, I know
We
who he
were
was.
we were actually hit by our
because
own president.
because he had the man and his son from I think it was Iraq. Saddam Hussein. He was in the U.S. at the embassy when it happened.
Well, here's what happened.
Okay.
Um, Nasara Jasara was supposed to start on 9/11 that year,
Ah, I see.
and the deep state stowed all the gold that was supposed to start it because it was the World Trade Center, right? That's
Uh-huh.
where the finances are in action, right?
That's right. That's right.
Um, the gold to start the new system was there, and he
Ah,
and the deep state stole it and sent it to guess where? Ukraine
oh, okay.
to hide the theft. No planes hit those towers, and I have video proof of that. You can go on YouTube and find it everywhere. No
Uh-huh.
planes. That was computer graphics. It's technology they've hid from us for many years. They've already had it. Uh,
Oh,
that was technology that hit those towers, not planes.
oh,
They were actually hazed, and energy weapons were used to bring them
oh,
down. The hazing charges in the what they call it, the building 7, the building to the side that got damaged too. It came down too. The two towers came down, but then the building next to it came down.
yeah.
The people who set the charges off were in that building. They had to get rid of those pieces too, so that's why that one went down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Douglas says Bush oil was getting stolen from Kuwait from slant drilling
Yeah. Very
during that.
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Paul says, yes, Rothschild, Rockefeller, Soros sits there somewhere. And
Yeah.
Douglas says it's like Putin is still helping Trump because he respected and liked Trump.
Okay.
Well,
Something everybody.
they did. He did. Yeah.
Yeah. Some. Yeah. They're actually. Him, Trump, Putin, and believe it or not, the Chinese president. And when I talk about the Chinese president, he is separate from the CCP.
You talk about President Xi.
Yes.
That's the president of
Um,
China.
I'm not going to call them friends, but they do work together to bring the bad guys down. Okay.
Yeah.
All over the world. All over
Okay.
the world. Now, Russia and China have deals going on with themselves,
Yeah, they
them
did.
with Iraq,
Mm-hmm.
but that's normal. Everybody has their team. But
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to what we're talking about, they are all working together to bring those bad guys down.
Mm.
And it's a war we've won. They're just cleaning up the mess. That
Okay.
and the deep state and the mainstream media is just making it a fear factor for everybody. They want to tell everybody it's World War III. Well, honey, we done got to World War III. This is the
Mm.
battles of World War III. World War III is a war between good and evil. Nothing more, nothing less. The
That's true. You're
battles
right about
the
that.
battles are the war with Ukraine, our energy crisis, our food crisis. We're having a food crisis right now. I mean,
Oh, man. Don't even
I'm
talk
at,
about that.
yeah, I'm
This
having a
gas
barbecue.
prices.
Well, I'm having some friends come over Saturday to help clean up my yard. Cut it back and everything. And I said, well, your payment will be an awesome barbecue. Well, I went and got all the stuff, and there was not a hamburger bun or a hot dog bun on the shelf. Yeah, there's things going on, and it's in people's faces, and then it ain't, it just depends on what area you're in right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the World War III is between good and evil, and the rest of it's just the battles of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, God's done one. God has done one.
Excuse me.
Uh, they're just cleaning up the mess.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna try and share something with you guys. You were talking about food costs.
Hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can do it. This is the first time that I. Oh, okay. It's the same. Okay. I want to share this. It should be up, coming up on the screen shortly. Um, let's see how to put it. There we go. This article right here. Let me open it up. Gavin, the governor of California. You did already start laughing.
You
Well,
hear
listen,
me laughing, right?
I did. He plans
He's
to give
he's
California drivers up to $800 to deal with high gas prices. Californians who drive could receive up to $800 under a proposed release by Governor Gavin Newsom on Wednesday. The money, $400 per vehicle, capped at two vehicles, would come in the form of a debit card from the state. According to a statement from Newsom's office, the proposed $9 billion allocation comes as part of an $11 billion package aimed at helping provide relief from skyrocketing gas. We're taking immediate action to get money
okay.
directly
My
into
question
pockets.
is, my question is, where does he think he gonna come up with that kind of money? Guess whose money that is?
Yours and
Yes,
mine.
yes,
Hmm.
ma'am.
Yours and mine.
Oh, and for those who don't know, Mr. Newsom there, that's drunk Nancy's nephew.
Oh, okay.
So
Really? I
if
didn't know
y'all
that.
want to trust, if y'all want to put any kind of trust in that man, that says you trust his Aunt Nancy Drunk Nancy. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
We
The
know,
one
yeah,
that promised to help everybody while they had everybody shut down. You
yeah.
know, oh my God, that woman. Whoo! Don't even get me started.
NP.
Okay,
I
but
got
see, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Um, they wanted everybody to be locked down, and so they could shut everything down. Stop off small business. Only have the businesses open that they
oh, we
support.
lost a whole lot of
Yeah,
small
a
businesses, and
lot.
this hurt the people
Yeah,
who need it the most.
yeah. Well,
People
then
just
they
have
wanted to
starting their business, and
they
and
wanted to
then
shut you down and give you a little money to say, oh, thank you for so much for your help. We need it so bad. Instead of saying, and I couldn't do it either. Okay, y'all, I did take mine too, but if if we did it as a collective gathering, as a collective conscious, which will be coming, is on its way too. We
okay,
are supposed to be one with God. And
that's
anyway,
good.
if we had said, no, I'm not taking your little jabby. I'm not taking your money because I'm going to work for my living. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what Trump set us up. He brought our jobs back. He was bringing more and more every day. We
Yeah,
weren't meant to sit on the couch and be couch potatoes. That's not our physical bodies need to move.
no, that's
That's
true.
what we're supposed to grow and raise our children and be creative and productive.
Mhm.
We are not supposed to be locked down in a house somewhere because of a fake, what, being fear factored into taking a, what,
Mm,
and lose everything. But that's
mm.
what they wanted. They want us to own nothing, be happy, and wait on that little next check from them.
Well, we got
And
some
a
more
lot of
comments
smart
and
people,
questions, and
a lot of
I
smart
hate to
people
interrupt
want,
you. Hold it there, right there,
yeah,
because we got some more comments. But we're gonna take a little break
okay.
and give you a chance to get some water. I got mine right here, and it is good, clean water. Where does it go? There you go. I got out the can. This is just the container I have it in. But listen to this about good, clean water. I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Tanya Memi. I'd like to introduce you to Natural Action Technologies. They make free flow devices that produce structured water. Well, you're probably wondering, what is structured water? All right, think of it this way. If you were to take a gallon of water to the top of a mountain stream and then pour it down the stream and run to the bottom of the mountain and collect the same gallon of water, it would be structured. It's this natural action of water tumbling over rocks, down waterfalls, flowing through twists and turns as it actively descends a mountain. This motion structures the water. Water molecules are free to move and dance with nature in an energetically alive, fresh, and vibrant manner. Through this process, the molecular structure of water is changed to reflect less surface tension, neutralize toxins, and clears memory and balance on a particle level. Drinking Natural Action structured water is the way nature intended water to be, from the source. It hydrates your cells, makes your skin and hair softer, and ladies, it also makes your nails less brittle. Here are some other benefits from drinking structured water. It helps to increase your mineral and medication absorption. It neutralizes all toxins from the source of the water, which allows them to flush through the body. You'll have healthier gardens and plants when watering with structured water. It's healthier for livestock, and your pets will love it, even fish. It improves aerobic bacterial activity in your septic systems, and it also increases the longevity of all the systems that use water, including reducing the amount of chlorine needed for spas and swimming pools. It also helps hydrate you so that you don't need to drink as much water. Have you ever noticed when you buy bottled water from the store, there is a laundry list of added ingredients on the label, like right here? Well, they say it's for taste, but these added ingredients are different forms of salts, and salt makes you thirsty. Therefore, you need to drink more water, which makes them more money. But with Natural Action structured water, you hydrate your body 30% more than with other water products. Our scientifically designed free flow devices come in several sizes depending on your use. We have a commercial unit for your farm, business, or nursery. We have a home unit that attaches easily to your main water line, making your whole house structured. We have a garden unit that attaches to your hose, And we have a very popular portable unit that you can take anywhere. We also have a shower unit that easily screws onto your existing shower pipe. Taking a shower under structured water feels like you're showering under a waterfall. You will not want to get out. When you use natural action structured water on your plants and vegetable gardens, you can almost hear them grow. Strawberries have been known to grow so large that they won't even fit into a coffee mug. Your tomatoes will be larger and sweeter too. And by washing your vegetables or fruit with structured water, you'll actually structure your food, which will make your food taste fresh and alive. And your rose bushes will grow into rose trees up to 13 feet tall, and I've seen it. And your bouquets will last twice as long, and it also increases your harvest time 2 weeks earlier. I mean, how would you like to have fresh tomatoes at the farmer's market 2 weeks before anyone else? In the morning, pour your juice through the unit and it'll taste better and softer. Add several drops to your coffee cup and it'll be less acidic. In the evening, pour your glass of wine through it and it becomes instantly smoother and more aromatic. Our bodies are mainly made of water, so by drinking natural action structured water, your mental clarity will be brighter, your emotional state will be happier, body endurance will improve, you'll sleep more sound, and your body will heal faster. So when you care about the food you eat, you should also care about the water you drink. Natural Action Technologies devices provides the truest form of water on the planet. The units come with a 90-day money-back guarantee and a lifetime warranty. So you have nothing to lose by trying it. I did, and I love it. Give it a try. Your mind will thank you, your body will thank you, your plants, your pets will thank you, and your life will be enriched. We invite you to experience water in its highest truth. Here's to better health and well-being with Natural Action Technologies.
Okay, we are back, and there are two other people other than me, the host, and my guest, Jenny Hill, that have structured water units. Sybil has one, and Jenny Douglas has one. And so,
Ah,
so Paul, I don't know how the water is up there in Canada, Ontario, but this clean water, it is really, really something else. I've been
yeah.
structuring my water now for 3 years, maybe four.
Mm-hmm.
I cook with it. I make my coffee with it. I shower in it because I have a shower head unit.
Oh,
And
I want one of them so bad.
yeah,
I
yeah. Jenny, when you need to go to the website, and I'm going to
Yeah,
type.
I have an affiliate too, but you go put yours. I've mentioned it a little bit on on the
Oh,
group, but I
you did?
haven't.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but
fine. That's fine.
I haven't advertised or anything like that because we've been talking about other stuff. But yeah, put yours there. I'll
Okay,
share my affiliate with the group when I get to it.
okay. So, there was a question before we went to break. Well, a comment. Douglas says, we need more public transportation. People drive crazy with road rage. And then he
Yeah,
wants to know about what about the small business stimulus and grants?
yeah.
What
I
about
commented back to him there. I don't believe we'll ever see what they would call a stimulus check of any kind. If they do arrive for some people, I would seriously question where it came from and what it's going to cost them, because um, it unless your debt's been wiped out for some reason, like Jasara,
that?
and which it is happening for some people, from what I understand.
Hmm.
Unless that debt's been wiped out and then you've been gifted, money, that I would trust. But having debt and then getting a check. Uh, that that's real. That sends up red flags for me.
Well,
I
the
do,
thing about it is, on those stimulus checks, that you have to pay taxes on them. Account is
yeah. In the
income.
beginning, you didn't have to, but now you have to. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
you
that.
do. And see,
Yeah,
that's wrong. That's totally wrong.
yeah.
When
Well,
President Trump was in office, that wasn't the law. They
exactly.
made the law when Biden became president.
Well,
When it
actually,
was time, and when it was time to file the taxes for 2021,
yeah,
remember?
yeah.
That's when it happened.
Well, how to say this? Well, okay. Here's a perfect example. The government broke. Okay.
It's true. It's true.
Recently, the president, signed and approved a package to help Ukraine. Remember
Yeah,
that, the
yeah.
$1.6 trillion.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm pissed. I was pissed when I heard about it, and I know thousands, millions of people are pissed about that. But guess what? That money never arrived there because it's not here to give.
I believe that.
It never, it
That's
never
why.
went.
That's why he's
Even
not
though
giving
he,
anything. Government's
yeah,
broke. That's why we can't do
even though
anything.
he signed all this, and by the way, he's signing blank papers. But anyway, even though he signed all this stuff saying he's passing this package and everything, he has nothing to pass.
Because
Uh,
it's
that's
money.
that stopped at the television interview. You know what I mean? His
I think
television
he's trying to.
show.
I think he's trying to borrow the money from Iran
Nobody's gonna loan that
Venez-
man.
and Venezuela. That's where he wants to try to get oil from.
Nobody's gonna give that man no
Iran,
money because
and
and let's say as
they're not.
sick as he is,
They're
there's
not gonna give
nobody's
him.
going to give him that money.
They're
He's
not gonna give
caught,
him the
and so are
oil.
the people. And if he's asking for it, they caught too.
They're not
Because
gonna
here's
give
the
him the
deal.
oil either. They're
Here's
not
the
gonna give him
deal.
the oil.
We all know that the EL was a fraud, right? But
Hmm.
in reality, it's kind of like a thief threatening to steal something and actually stealing something. For them to convict them, they have to actually steal it. You have to
Hmm.
actually catch them with the stolen goods. Okay.
That's true.
Okay. Well, he stowed that EL, right? He's sitting
Hmm.
in the White House. He hasn't been in the real White House since he got there. Okay, he's been in the fake one. Hey,
Okay.
the freaking inauguration was fake, and I have proof of that. Just the weather conditions is proof of that. Freaking his wife changed dresses. The color of the dress was different from the beginning to the end. She didn't
Oh,
leave that stage, but her dress color changed.
wow.
Okay, the weather was um I forgot if
Cold.
it was cold, definitely. Okay,
Mm.
but in
I
in
think
I forgot if it was
started snowing. It started snowing, I think,
okay.
too.
Well, in the real scenario, it was a sunny day, and in the inauguration scenario, it was a cloudy day. And it might be vice versa. I forgot which one. It's been a while since I've looked at that. Yeah, since that happened. But
Hmm.
yeah, there's all kinds of proof that that was a staged or pre-taped deal.
Oh,
And
wow.
and for the people who were watching it from afar, like there was people in the motels and stuff around across the street, blah blah blah. Yeah, taking video of it. They were
Mhm.
videoing stand-ins, just people
Mm.
making the motions. That wasn't real.
Wow.
Okay, this whole thing, the mainstream media, all these deep state people, they're putting on a show, and that's why I call it the crap show. They're not telling
Oh,
the truth. They're lying in every term. Um, these packages he signed to help Ukraine, that's a freaking joke. That money, there wasn't no money to go anywhere, but that money went nowhere.
yeah. The
Okay.
aid has not come, and now that's the reason why
Yeah.
President Zelensky had a harsh message to Joe
Oh,
Biden
yeah.
and his speeches that he delivered.
See,
I think it
if
was when he spoke to um, uh, the EU. He spoke to the EU people, and then he spoke to Congress.
well, here's the
And
deal. They're all
okay,
hiding. They're all running. They're all hiding because they know they're caught. All of them. Okay.
mm,
There's nobody that is secret anymore to the people behind the
yeah.
scenes. Okay.
Well, I think
And
he's hesitant to help Zelensky because Zelensky got a lot of dirt on him.
that guy's just as dirty as our sickie here.
Oh, he
Okay.
is. Okay.
Yes. And if our sickie here decide to ask for it, then that and that person actually gave it to him, which he'd have to ask another sickie because no honest person is going to do that for him.
Uh-huh.
Um, if he was to actually get it from the other person, then they're caught because they're being watched.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
it's kind of like catching the thief with the goods. This
Uh-huh.
is why. This is why he's in the resident right now, as a resident right now, and to show people what he really was.
Okay,
He
David's
had to.
supposed to know your thoughts on January the 6th. What are your
Oh,
thoughts about?
totally paid for by Nancy. Drunk Nancy paid for that. That was her deal. She had to make it to where the EL went their way, and uh, Pence totally stabbed Trump in the back. He took their deal instead of the righteous deal, and yeah, total fraud. Those people that are in jail for it are not guilty. They were there in peace. They were all singing and cheering and praying and having a good old day about the good President Trump that's done great things for our country.
And
They
what
were
about
not.
what about when we saw it live where they were breaking in and
They
storming
were
in?
asked to go in, and those were actors. Okay,
Actors.
here, yes, actors. BLM was one of them.
Mm.
Antifa was another. And by the way, the riots in where was that? Up north, Portland. Those riots in
Oh,
Portland.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, LM was paid to do those riots. Guess by who? Soros. And
Oh,
guess
really?
what? He hired them to do it. He hired them to
Why?
cause all the chaos. It was a distraction method, right? Because they was doing something else somewhere else, and they do this all the time. They cause chaos to cause distraction from what's really going on.
So
And
those are the
then,
aliens then.
but oh no!
The,
And
the
here's
deep
here's the
state, the deep state are aliens, right?
and none of that was funny. But here's the hilarious part of it:
Mm-hmm.
Soros reneged on payment. He
Oh,
got
really?
pissed. These people got pissed
Oh,
because they
really?
all got in trouble. They all been charged, destruction, rioting, blah blah blah. They all got charged, and
Yeah.
when they didn't get payment from Soros, they started singing like birds about Soros. And of course, you're not gonna hear that on mainstream media,
That's true.
okay? But
Yeah.
the documents are there. The witnesses who actually got arrested are singing like birds because they didn't get their money for breaking the law and getting arrested for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Paul says during the Freedom Truckers convoy to Ottawa, they kept bringing it up about January 6th. They tried and were hoping the peaceful movement would turn ugly, but the truckers and the supporters were smarter. January the 6th wasn't Trump supporters causing nothing. Okay?
exactly. Exactly. The Trump supporters were there innocently, you know, doing their protest, doing their cheering, doing their what do they call it, rallying,
Hmm.
because you know at some point, we all knew Trump won. We all knew it, and then
Hmm.
overnight he lost. We
Mhm.
knew that that electoral vote was what was happening that day. Remember?
Mhm.
Okay, we knew what was going to happen, but
Okay.
to set fear in people, it was a paid for riot basically
Mhm.
on for people to go in there and cause trouble.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, to make sure that the electoral votes went that way, and hence Pence voting the way he did.
So Pence didn't get his money, and I hear that he's trying to cozy up to Trump again.
Well, it ain't gonna work. Hey, Trump's a good guy. He's a good guy. He ain't a stupid guy at all. Yeah, they got over on him on several things. Most of his administration were bad guys, and he had to find out the hard way. You know,
Yeah, but
but
as soon as he found
as
out, he let him go. He fired him,
yeah,
and I like that about him. I
yeah.
did.
As soon as he finds out about it, they're gone, and
I like
that's the
that.
way it's supposed to be done. But
Yeah.
like again, mainstream media is not going to tell you none of that.
Oh, I know that.
Not none of it.
You have
And
to research. Go on. You have to go to those government documents and read stuff.
yeah,
Mm.
well, speaking about the truck rallies, I love what they did.
I do
That was
too.
freaking awesome. But here's my problem with it. I do have issues with it.
Okay,
Number one, uh, they cut off the supply of a lot of stuff
that's
for
true.
innocent people, and
Like
we're
me and
supposed,
you.
yeah, for real. I can't even get a hot dog bun. Yeah,
Yeah.
but and then they did the same thing in America, going to a ghost town.
Uh
They
huh.
went to DC. It's ghost town,
Yeah.
which I did
Yeah.
hear this morning that it has been opened back up and the barriers are gone.
Okay.
But that's because they've done what they need to do with the White House. They've been doing some kind of construction, which is what they've been doing is emptying the tunnels and blocking them, doing whatever they do, flood
Uh,
them, collapse them. Deep state tunnels were under that house, and
uh-huh.
they
Oh, I know the
rescued.
tunnels up under there. Lots of them.
There's video of them rescuing children and everything from under those tunnels. Bad
Wow.
stuff. Again, I shouldn't even
The
speak
aliens
about that on it. I don't want
aliens
to
up
speak no
under
more
there
about that in
too.
this show.
And
But
they got the alien headquarters in Colorado in the mountains, deep on tunnels under
okay,
there in Colorado.
honey, those tunnels go all over the world. They can actually take
They sure do.
for example, the shipment of gold that was stowed on 9/11 made it to Ukraine in probably 30 minutes.
That's ridiculous.
That is technology hidden from the world for way too long. And I don't know. This is still, I'm still trying to question it, but recently heard something about aliens. Uh, I am the first to admit I've seen UFOs,
Oh, I
but
saw one too.
okay,
Yeah.
but a lot of people are like, oh my God, please don't let them attack us or something, afraid of them.
They're here to help.
Me, I'm always the one that says, "Well, come on down. I want to meet you." You
Yeah,
know, yeah,
they're here
because
to help. But the thing about it is that they have good we have some good aliens that's here, and we also have some bad aliens that's here.
well, here's the
And right,
deal: the
okay,
reptilians are actually just another species on Earth. They're not alien. And well, this y'all, I'm going by what I believe. Okay,
yeah,
y'all, yeah, everybody has to do their own
yeah,
research
me
if they
too,
question.
me
Yeah,
too, yeah.
yeah,
But I
but
did see a
here's the deal.
UFO, so
Here's the deal.
I know they exist because I
Yeah,
saw one.
well, I got this, trying to do some deep dives on the space, galactic space thing and all that. And I found that
I'm going to look
the
into that.
aliens, we'd be stupid to think we were the only species in the
I
universe,
know, right? Why do people
right?
think that, Jenny? Why
Okay.
do people think
Because
that?
that's what we were made to believe. But
Okay,
people who don't watch TV 24/7 know
that's just
better.
dumb. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dumb.
Okay. Yeah. Well, here's the deal. From what I understand, the aliens of the universe coming from everywhere, they already live life in oneness,
Mm-hmm.
a collective consciousness. They
That's
all
true.
believe in one God. Religion was created to divide people. That's a
Mm-hmm.
man-made thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh Lord, my power's going down. We're almost done anyway. We were, made to believe one faith or another. You know, Allah is God, just like God is God. It's all the
Mm-hmm.
same God. We were
Mm-hmm.
meant to all believe in the same God, and most religions believe in the same God. They just call it by a different name.
That's
And I
true.
say, okay, uh, it's aliens already have that peace and like I said, peace, tranquility. We were made to be here to create families and work
Mm-hmm.
and be prosperous and
Mm-hmm.
live in peace and with our freedoms. There's
Mm-hmm.
not supposed to be any strife or chaos.
That's
That's
true.
not that's not supposed to be in our existence. And these bad people did this to us for generations.
Oh
Me,
yeah.
I believe from Adam and Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because well, I'll keep that to myself for now. But we
Okay.
we talk about this stuff on the truth. If y'all want to get into it with us, come on. We want conversation. We need to see other ideas. All ideas help us find the truth.
That's true. So
Okay.
once again, that's
So,
Jenny on Messenger, y'all.
yep.
Uh, at the truth, if you would like to hook up with her and see what she's saying, because
You're
I
right,
love
Douglas.
I love talking to Jenny, and I love to find out knowledge. Knowledge is, you're talking about where you
Mhm.
said about the pyramid, yeah.
Yes,
Um,
he's right about that and about the UFOs. But Area 51, you ever wonder why it's 51? Because there was a 50, a 49, a 48, 47. Yeah. Okay. Can you imagine how many are there on our planet?
oh
Okay.
wow,
Yeah. And, you know, aliens are good guys. I'm sorry. That's what I believe. I don't
Douglas
believe
said he
any of
met
them.
a person that traveled to 4 planets.
Yes. I've met one at planet that went beyond the moon, is what he told me. So,
Okay.
I believe it's possible. I believe in astro projection. I believe
Mhm.
in different
I do,
planes.
I do too. Yeah,
Um,
because we have different planes uh everywhere. Everywhere we have
yeah,
different
yeah,
dimensions. And
yes,
you can the aliens can go from dimension to dimension to dimension, all of them, but we can't.
yes, yes.
So and
Well,
they're all around us. I mean,
they're waiting.
it may be a
They're
dimension right here behind me. You know what I'm saying?
they're waiting. They're waiting on the world to wake up so they can become visible and friends. Help. They're here to help us.
Yeah, I
Okay,
believe that too.
they are
Because they're the ones that
actually
helped the Egyptians become a very strong power, and they're the ones that built the pyramids for the Egyptians.
yes,
Because
and
pe- people are still trying to the great architects are still trying to figure out how the pyramids were built, and they
yeah.
give different versions of it, but
Well,
none of
check
it's
this out.
true.
Check this
Okay.
out.
Hmm.
Many countries have nuclear powers, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, guess what?
What?
Alien forces have switched those switches off.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard that
That's to
before.
save us from self-combusting, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
it
From destroying the world.
took alien technology to switch them off. They might
Yeah.
have all the nuclear stuff they want, but in reality, they can't
Yeah,
use them.
they really can.
No.
I did read, I think I read that or saw that on a documentary, because it actually happened when they were testing. There was Oh, this is my earpiece. That was a nuclear plant that wanted to do a test, and there were UFOs flying around the area,
Your
and
picture
they
froze.
my picture froze. Okay, how about now?
Yeah.
Okay, and so
Um,
they would they started to wanting to shoot the nuclear weapons at the UFOs, and the aliens turned the switches off. They turned all the power off.
yep.
Yeah,
Yep. It's because the aliens are
but
good guys trying
you're
to help
frozen now.
us.
You're frozen
All right.
now. Yeah, just kind of
Again,
move your
we
body a
did this
little bit.
before.
Yeah.
We did
Okay,
this
you're all right.
earlier.
Well, anyway, we're gonna let you go because your battery is going down, and I just want. Oh, she just lost her power. I was just getting ready to let her know that we really thank her for coming on tonight, and we have really had some conversations tonight. And I'm going to invite Jenny back again because I love y'all engagement that you guys did tonight. Paul, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting Jenny. Douglas, thank you. Sandra, thank you for your comments. We have some people watching, but they're not commenting because they're not into the page, into the live show comment area. Douglas says, yes, our planet is a miraculous orchestration of universal elements. That's true. I know what you meant. That's true. Jenny said, oops, our battery died. God bless you all and good night. And with that, I say the same thing, and be sure to tune in to Pearl's Politics now. Every Thursday, you are so welcome, Paul. Every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. And Paul, I'd like for you to be a guest on the show as well. Okay. So and we'll talk about that. All right. All right. That's my time, y'all. And remember what the Pearl always tell you. Um, free thought is a philosophy and not a policy. So you have your thinking. Your thinking is your own. Nobody can put a policy on what you think. Free thought is a philosophy, y'all, and not a policy. Love y'all. Oh, okay. You saying okay. Thank you, Paul. Well, we're going to talk about that. Okay. Absolutely. I would love to have you. All right, then. That's my time, y'all. So until next Thursday night at 6:30, you never know. Paul might be here. We're going to get together on the date and time. All right, Paul. All right. Thank you all. Love you all. Bye-bye.